I thought I had seen it all as a doctor, but then Steve walked in. Story time. I'm a doctor and I've been working in A&E for years. I've seen some things. Things that would make you question humanity itself. But nothing prepared me for one day I had a man walk in. We'll call him Steve. So, it's a normal night. People coming in with broken bones, weird rashes, the usual. This is when a young bloke walks in. He's hobbling and looks mortified. What? I know that walk. It's a very specific walk. That's the something is up there that shouldn't be up there kind of walk. I keep a straight face because I am what? A professional. But internally, I already know that this is going to be a story. And here we are today, everyone. I take him into a cubicle, do the whole non-judgmental doctor voice. So, Steve, what brings you here today? My guy looks at me and mumbles, I've got stomach pain. Cool. I'm like, right? When did it start, Stephen? He is avoiding eye contact completely at this point. He goes, a few hours ago. I just know exactly where this is going. So I cut to the chase and I say, Steve, is there anything you might have inserted? And he freezes, looks at the floor and takes a deep breath. Whatever you think this is going to be, I can promise you my life savings, it is not going to be the thing that is up his arse that you think it is. Let's just take a moment now. If you're on TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, just write what you think Steve could have put up his own arse. Steve looks at me and he says, I think it was a gerbil. I think I misheard him. I said, sorry, Steve, did you say gerbil? And he nods. This poor fuzzy little friend. He then nods. Now I have so many questions. I keep it together and I say, do you think the gerbil is still in there? He shakes his head and says, I don't think so. At this point, I'm trying so hard not to react. I tell him we'll need to do an x-ray. He nods, looking like he wants the ground to swallow him whole. And when the results come back, I swear to you, it was a gerbil. I actually have to step outside for a second, not to laugh, but because, I need to be professional, but just to process the fact that I'm now the doctor in charge of removing a fossilized rodent from this man's rectum, but we got it out. He left, and I don't ever want to know how it got there. But all I'm saying is, if your pet disappears in a weirdly specific way, maybe you need to check in on Steve first. This is fucking barbaric.